Hello fellow book nerds, this is Gabby and apologize for me looking so rough, but today we're going to be doing the 1000 Doors readathon, and it's like a 72-hour thing. I mean, it's like 3 days over the weekend, and I thought I want to like document the whole day and get as much as I can. So yeah, I look like trash, but it's fine. So if you don't know, 1000 Doors readathon, it's a readathon hosted by Meg, Emma and Tamsin, and it's kind of inspired by 1000 Doors of January, I think. And the way it works is each of the hosts posted a video. It has a prompt and it's all about their theme. And that prompt you can choose one of the three, and that prompt will kind of guide all of your reading. So you can know the first prompt, you choose which book you want to read. And then once you finish that book, you gotta go back to the video and they'll give you a couple of options. Like, for example, did you love the book? Did you hate the book? Did you like the character? Did you hate the character? And you have to choose one of either, and then you go through that door and that gives you another prompt. So you kind of lose all ability to like control it once you get through the first prompt. So I found that super fun. I think they did like a longer version. I don't remember if it was a month or a week, but they did that longer version earlier in the year, and now it's like a 72-hour thing. I am super excited. Last time I kind of failed. I didn't get all the way there because I was busy. I was on a holiday, and this time on a holiday as well. But the difference is, this time my holiday, I am back home in Poland, chilling. I took a day off work. I mean, on Sunday is my brother's birthday party, so I'll probably still be busy. But you know, it's fine. I actually thought it was the next weekend. I was like, oh my god, I have nothing to do next weekend. That's perfect. But it's not. But doesn't matter. We'll have a lot of fun. Not putting too much pressure on myself, but I'm hoping to read about 2 books a day, and that could include probably really short books if I wanted to do that, and that would leave us with about 6 books at the end, which I think is good considering I will have to do other things as well. But the first prompts are here, and today right now it's 8 a.m. Polish time.
The doors are open! The 1000 Doors readathon is officially underway. On your readathon journey this weekend, you will have to go through 3 doors. So you'll be given 3 prompts, that's 3 books you need to read to get to the end of the readathon. Or I should say, each of the hosts have different themes for their prompts. My theme throughout this readathon is going to be games. Okay, I landed on nature. So the first prompt is going to be owl. The word owl.
So, are you ready? Are you ready for your first prompt from me? You don't choose one, you can choose any other ones, but like... Okay, so your first prompt is...
let me ask the audience. On to the important part. My first prompt for you guys is the Måneskin's live performance at the Eurovision 2021 final of their song Zite Oponi. If you haven't seen this.
Oh my god, what am I gonna choose? So, we learned some things. So first of all, there's only 3 prompts, so only 3 books I need to read. So, you know, me pushing myself with the 6 was not necessary. But I guess you could keep going, maybe? I don't know. So, due to me being in Poland, probably all of our books are gonna be Kindle books. So let's see what I own on Kindle and think about how they fit. Like, I'd still like them to be small because I only have a day. I'm kind of tempted to read Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas because it's like dark and bully romance, and the Måneskin song that I know is like, I want to be your slave or something. How big is this book? 343 pages. It's not impossible. Oh, should we go for it? Let's go for it. Okay, so first book we're reading is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, which all I know about it is like a bully romance. Probably not a romance you want in your real life, but it's smutty. So I think it fits Tamsin's prompt in several ways. It's dark, like I said, I want to be your slave. Big Måneskin song. It's smutty, sexy like them. It's dark like them. Okay, I'm gonna go fix this, but also first I think I'm gonna do some yoga, you know, to honor Emma, and also because I feel really stiff. So let's do some yoga, watch this, read Punk 57, I guess. Oh my god, yes, I really wanted to read this book and I'm happy I have a opportunity to. I'm sorry, but coincidence? I think not.
Hi, it's Molly.
Oh, you got a little spoiler. I am doing Becca's Bookopoli and I prepared everything and I just played the game. It was so much fun, but like I did all this. And I'm so happy with the setup and everything, and it looks so cute printed, but like that's it. I just don't use it anymore. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it and like use it in a dark day or a happy day. It's 11 though, and I've not started the book yet, but I did other things, so I guess that's good. So I am about 23% into Punk 57 and I don't know what to think. First of all, my mom gave me some chores because, you know, we're getting ready for my brother's party. So I was like, God damn, when am I gonna read? I was like, let me listen to the audiobook. And it's not on Scribd and it's not on Libby. And then I realized that's because it's only on Audible. At least that's what Audible claims. And I was like, oh, bloody hell. I don't want to spend £10 on a book that I already paid for. And then I realized if you pay for the Amazon Kindle ebook, you get a discounted audiobook. At least I did for this one. So I only paid about £1.50 for the audiobook. So I was like, you know what? It's worth it. I was cleaning, gardening, whatever. And I was listening to the book and I got about 23% into it. So I can kind of tell you what it's about. Basically, we follow, what's it, Misha and Ryan. Misha is the guy. Ryan is the girl. Confusing names. So basically we follow them and they were pen pals when they were kids. So basically, I don't know, like 7 years ago, I think they kept saying 7 years, they were paired up as pen pals. They actually only lived like a couple dozen kilometers away from each other. I'm not actually sure, some 30 miles or something like that. So they live near each other in towns like close to each other, and they were pen pals, and they decided to like keep it up for 7 years, and they became kind of best friends. But they know each other's names and they know where they're from and all of that, but they don't really know what each other looks like, and they're never met. The friendship is like really like they just write letters and they even text each other or anything. And now they're like, I think 17, 18, I'm not sure. Anyway, they're grown. They're about to finish high school. I think there's only like a month of high school left at this point. Basically, Misha, the guy, he meets Ryan and he realizes who she is, but Ryan doesn't realize who he is because he doesn't tell her his name. So yeah, they meet like that, and Misha's a bit like, oh, why does she not know who I am? Although that's ridiculous, because why would she? They promised each other they would not look each other up. But anyway, like cute, flirty, whatever. But that night that they met, Misha's sister got a heart attack and passed away. So then we fast forward like 3 months, and Misha's like a total creep and really damaged. And he enrolls in Ryan's school to like torment her or something. I'm really confused. Anyway, he comes into classes, basically brings her down. But I feel like I knew this would be a bully romance, right? But I feel like the level of bullying is just weird. So first he breaks into her house. No, before that, he vandalizes her locker, but doesn't steal anything. And then he breaks into her house, starts threatening her and cuts off some of her hair. So like disturbed. And the next day, he makes fun of her for liking Twilight when she was 12. I feel like the level of torment is not equal to each other, but she's acting like it is, and I'm just a bit confused. She was like, oh my god, he destroyed me, how blah blah blah, I cannot let him do this anymore. After Twilight incident, like if someone was like, oh my god, you're like Twilight when you're 12 and you're like 100 years old guy, so you really care about looks, I'd be like, bro, I'm 17 now, get off. Like, that says nothing. Me liking Twilight when I was 12, which I did, it says nothing. Why would people even make fun of that? I'd be more like, what kind of argument is that, bro? Like, are you okay? Like, she was talking about Jane Eyre and Anna Karenina being like old man with young girls, and this dude is like, yeah, but Twilight. I'm like, shut the fuck up. But like, it's just the level of harassment is like insane to me. Like, he starts off breaking the law. Then he taunts her about Twilight. I don't know, it just made me laugh and made me really like confused. So far, I'm not seeing the cutesy vibes. I know it's a bully romance, so I guess that's to be expected. And like, I still don't know what kind of romance I like. Like, I definitely like simping, and I love it when the guy simps after the girl like that. It's beautiful. But I do like the villain and the bad guy in normal stories. So like, there's potential there. I don't know, fix your problem. Like, he has serious problems. He's now like living in an abandoned amusement park and like vandalizes the school at night, I think, and like writes depressing lyrics everywhere. Like, are you okay? Because I don't think you are. And like, I know he isn't, but like, he's really not okay. I don't get it so far, but maybe I'll get it later. I'm sure the smile will convince me. I'm not that hard to convince. It's now 3:20, so that's where we are. 23% of the first book, and we're halfway through the day. I love how he doesn't even like her and he's already possessive. 10 out of 10. I feel like I get the appeal now. Oh my god, why is it so bad, but it's so good? Doing the whole, I hate you in public, but I want you in private, and didn't know I was into it, but I guess I am, so that's that. 41% into it. It's 5:20. Yeah. She knows. She knows. I feel like I've been underwater and I'm just reading this in like this bubble, nothing else. It's been like 2 hours and I've not done anything by read. 62% in and it's 6:49. This book's good. This book's good, y'all! I am out on a walk. I needed a breather, although I'm still listening to it on audiobook, so I don't know if the breather hurt, but it's getting really intense, and I was like, let's get some steps in, girl. Let's get some steps in. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Okay, bye. Please don't let the friend be a douchebag. Please, 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 please. Do not let the friend be a douchebag. We still have faith. We still have faith. One good character, that's all I'm asking for. Also, how nice is it outside? Yes, that's a screaming child. They're being tortured right now, apparently. Okay, bye. This scene is literally the scene from In the Heights. Don't make me laugh, I've been crying all night. You'll be shaking your ass for like half of the heights. Nice. Literally word for word. I'm not joking. Really? We're taking out knives. Cousins are not my favorite, but it explains a lot. Also, I don't know if the audiobook is making me like and bless, or it's because when I was reading physically, I was reading all the cutesy parts where they're like, well, they're not being cute at any point, they're basically just having sex, but I was into it. But now I'm listening to it, I'm like, shut up. Still liking the book. I'm gonna definitely finish it physically again. This is not working. I don't like Misha like this. I don't know what it is. Is it the man's voice? Does that remind me he's a man, therefore worth nothing? Jesus Christ. Joking. I have male friends. I'm like 75% into it. And my walk's almost over. Okay, it's 10:30. I finished Punk 57. I think I probably even finished about an hour ago, but I had to make an Oreo cheesecake for my brother's party, so that's done. I'm dubious about the results, but hopefully, I don't know, hopefully be fine. Anyway, I finished Punk 57 and, oh my goodness, complicated thoughts match. So let's get it out of the way. Obviously, problematic love story to an extent. You know, they like really mean to each other, call each other names, bully each other, all of that. But what kind of made it better was the fact they both did it. And like, I'm not saying that makes it healthy, but at least it wasn't like one person harping on another person. It was more like they're both so damaged and so much self-loathing in both of them. That kind of like, you know what, go off, do your thing, I guess. So yeah, not advertising this kind of relationship, obviously, but I did have a good time. I feel like when it was like smutty and the two of them, I really liked that, although there was a lot of up and down. Like, at some points you're like, oh, calm down, but it kind of all was valid, and it's kind of a sweet story, and you kind of can understand where everyone's coming from. So like, I don't know, like I'm forgiving it. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. Well, I know I did enjoy it. I had a really good time. The fact that I read it so quickly. I mean, yeah, I felt like I was supposed to, but at the same time, it also just went by real quick. The smut was good. The prose was good. The characters were okay. The lessons learned were okay. I thought that last little bit where they were like 5 years in the future, that was a bit cheesy, because I don't think that's the type of romance that really wants to be cheesy, but okay, whatever. Overall, I had a really good time with Punk 57. I'm glad I read it. I finally got to it. Yeah, it was good time. It was good times. And I am thinking, am I gonna give it 4 stars? That's the question. I'm thinking 4 stars. Was it 4? On my spreadsheet, I would give it 3.5. Okay, let me see what Tamsin's thingy says. Okay, 4 5 stars or 1 3 stars. That will decide everything. In my heart of hearts, I would give it a 3.5 on my spreadsheet. Let's go with prompt 2.
Ooh. Okay, so there's actually loads of things we could do with this prompt. So this is the country card for Egypt. So you could obviously read a book set in Egypt, read a book by an Egyptian author. It's also brown. All of the countries have different colours, so you could read a book with a brown cover. It's also at 100 points. This is one of the highest scoring cards in the game.
Egypt. I need to think about that one and get back to you. Egypt. It's the next day. So it's about 10, but don't worry, I've not been idle. Woke up at 7, did some exercise, read some books. It's all good. So basically, last night I was like, I don't know what I want to read for the Egypt prompt. Like, I really wanted to do Egypt, not like brown or 100. I wanted to do Egypt. So I was like, brilliant, this is my chance to read some ancient Egyptian mythology inspired fantasy books. I couldn't really find anything that I liked or that appealed to me all that much. I mean, I really wanted to read King Chronicles by Rick Riordan, but that book was around 500 pages. So I was like, I don't think I can finish it and then have time for another book in 2 days. So I was like, I don't know. And then nothing else really appealed to me. And then I found the perfect book, which is something I wanted to read, something that I think is going to be quick, something that's a mystery, and it is Death on the Nile. I am really excited about that one. It's by Agatha Christie. It's another book in her Hercule Poirot series, which is about a detective. He goes on a holiday to Egypt. He travels by a boat to the Nile, I think, and murder happens, I assume. The murder's not happened yet. I'm on chapter 6. Like I said, it's 10. I got myself an ebook and it's also on a script, so I'm covered on both bases. Really enjoying it so far. It's a bit confusing at first because they always introduce like a bajillion characters and you're like, lady, what of what? But I'm kind of getting into it. Thankfully, that person who was it like a Ferret Styles, like some of her books have this one particular narrator that's like a friend of Hercule Poirot. I don't like him as a narrator. I prefer just how this book is, which is just kind of like a third person narrative. I don't know, it just kind of follows everyone and stuff, so I like it. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, so far no murder happens yet, but I'm really excited about watching the movie as well once I read the book, so maybe that's something we can do in this vlog. Not sure. I'm not sure to find the movie. But yeah, I'm really excited. Something I wanted to ask is like, I still kind of want to read a fantasy inspired by Egyptian mythology. I just didn't want to pick up a bad one and I didn't have any clue. So if you know of any, please link it down below. Let me know. Like, just tell me the title. I'm super excited to hear, because I feel like, how is that not more of a thing? There's so many Greek mythology retellings. Where are the Egyptian mythology retellings? I was so fascinated by that one as a kid. So I don't know. I'm still holding out hope. Another pro tip I feel like I wanted to share is that I was looking up the book on Amazon. It was like $11 or like £7 or something. I was like, I don't think so. And if you go to Apple Books, there's like 5 different versions and they're all between 50 and £1, 50p and £1. So I got mine for 49p. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, if you have Apple Books, you can't really put down your Kindle. That's the only thing. But yeah, if you wanted to get them really cheap, I don't know why it's like so expensive on Amazon while you can get it for literally no money. Sometimes it's even for free on Apple Books. I don't know. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. The audiobook's quite good as well. I'm quite enjoying the audiobook. It's very like proper narrator, but I'm enjoying it. He does the accents. I have to listen to 1.2 instead of 1.5 because I'm being confused. No, really a busy day. I don't think so. We're gonna go get a haircut. Nothing dramatic. Just like 2-3 centimeters to get rid of. I don't even have split ends, but I feel like it's good once in a while to cut your hair. Yeah, besides that, I don't really have many plans. I'm sure my mom will find something for me to do. Getting ready for the party. I'm excited to read. I'm super excited to open the third door and actually complete it this time, because I never completed it last time we were playing because I was too busy to read it. 33% in, and has there been a murder? No, there hasn't. Also, I'm hoping Simon gets killed because, honestly, So, it's 9:30 and I actually did a pretty okay job reading it. I'm about 71% into it. I always feel like with mysteries, until I know what's up, I can't really judge it. Like, if it pulls it off, it pulls it off. So far, I'm having a good time. The murder only happens about 40% in. I'm not a lot to say. Otherwise, then yeah, it's alright. I'm hoping I'll finish it tonight. Like, it's 9:30, I still probably will read for about an hour or so and then go to bed because I'm old and I need my sleep. But yeah, I had a good day today. Went on a walk, listened to the audiobook, lie down, fell asleep reading. What's new? Yeah, good times all around. Day 2 is done. Only have Sunday left. I'm not predicting I'll have a lot of time to read, so we'll see what I decide to do. We'll see what the prompt is. Maybe it's something I can fit like a short story or novella into. But I'm still really happy. I feel like I've been doing really good and turned a very slow reading month into a good reading month. So that's good. Hello, it's the next day and I finished Death on Denial, and like, it was alright, it was good, I enjoyed my time. I feel like because Agatha Christie, her books are mostly mysteries, they're not like thrillers or anything, and like, I do enjoy that, I do, but it's just not like, doesn't make it really exciting, I think, because it's always kind of, it's not low stakes, but like, I feel like I'm never worried that something's gonna kick off when we find the killer. Like, Poirot's just gonna do his little monologue and the killer's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I did it. And that's basically what happened, even less here. Because they kind of sorted out the mystery not in front of the killer, so they weren't even there. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was good, decent. I found out that the movie is postponed to 2022, so we're not watching that, unfortunately. I did watch Birds of Prey yesterday, that was fun. I kind of enjoyed it, actually. I don't know why people complaining. Like, it's alright. It was not the best, but it wasn't bad. I still feel like my favorite book from Agatha Christie that I've read was And Then There Were None, and I think that's just because like there was no outsider there, like Hercule Poirot. There was just the people, and they kept getting like taken off one by one. Like, the stakes were quite high, and I still was a bit disappointed when they said who did it, because it just felt like, okay, but there was definitely more excitement there. And I don't know, I've read only a couple of her Hercule Poirot books. I think I might have read 2 or 3. Like, I definitely read Affair of and Styles. I definitely now read Death on the Nile, and I can't remember if I read Death on the Orient Express, I think it's called, right? Murder on the Orient Express. And like, I want to read more, but I'm just starting to realize, I mean, to be fair, I had a really good time and I wasn't seeking like thrills or whatever. It's just I don't feel like I can be like, oh my god, it's the next best thing. I think it's time to find out the last prompt. I am not sure if I'll have time to read it, but we can try. It's only 9:30.
And you're back. You have officially finished with your second book of the readathon. So my next question for you is, was the ending of that book satisfying? You're now going to have the option to click yes it was, no it wasn't, or to say that you've DNF'd. So
yeah, I would say it was satisfying. Like, I kind of guessed who the murderer was, but that was just one of my like 3 options. I guessed their motive, but it wasn't hard to guess. And then I was like, I'm not sure how they did it, but like I didn't really think through like every step. But like I feel like I got it, but it made sense, and it was kind of yeah, I was satisfied. It was okay. Yes. Okay.
Welcome to the door for your third and final prompt. This is your prompt.
so excited because I love this.
Now, I think this one's really fun. I think you could read a messy book. You know what I mean when I say messy book. A book that's just a bit messy.
I have a book I really want to read for this. Let me see. Let me watch the thing again. Okay, so I don't know if it's stretch, but I really want to read Animal Wife by Lara Echkelovich. So it's an audiobook, or I also have it as a book. It's only 3 hours 45 minutes, so I feel like I could finish it today feasibly. And the reason it's messy is just, I don't know, that's the vibe I got. And then I read the description and it seems quite messy, but maybe not, I don't know. The 15 stories of Animal Life are each about girls and women who cross the threshold seeking liberation from family responsibilities, from societal expectations, from their own minds. A girl born with feathers undertakes a quest for the mother who abandoned her. An indecisive woman drinks foresight, only to become stymied by the futures branching before her. A proofreader cultivates a cage-fighting alter ego. A woman becomes psychologically trapped in her car. A girl acts on her desire for childhood friend as a monster draws closer to shore. A widow invites a bear to hibernate in her den. I mean, does that not sound like it's a hodgepodge of just weird-ass short stories that is just gonna be messy, but maybe we'll find a beautiful narrative within it. So like, I love mess, and I feel like short story collections can be hit or miss, but I don't know, this one sounds really exciting and really messy. I think it fits. I'm saying it fits, so it fits. So first short story is done, and I can safely say I have no clue what that was about, except, well, mommy issues, but that's quite a broad spectrum, so yeah. It was alright though, I guess. I don't know. Do you like my outfit? Well, thank you very much. Anyway, story number 2 was my favorite so far, but it was super short and super weird. Story number 3, I wasn't sure about that one. It seems there's a lot about puberty here. I'm a little past the age of puberty. I don't know if I care. But let's see how it goes. I am 36% into Animal Wife, but I'm also probably in no mood or state to be listening to any more. So I think this means we're taking this into Monday. Yay! I'm supposed to post this as 5, so we shall see if I succeed. Okay, so it's Monday and I finished Animal Wife. And I was like close to DNFing it, but I was like getting ready, so I thought I might listen to the other book anyway. I don't think it was bad, it's just the kind of thing you need to sit down and think and read, and I feel like me listening to it just kind of took me away from that, and I wasn't in, because I wanted to do it quickly, I was like analyzing it or whatever, and it just also was about topics that don't really appeal to me that much. I mean, it was a lot of like either puberty, girls going through puberty, or like resigned mothers being regretful about their lives, which is like fine and it's interesting and I'm sure people relate to it. It's just not something that I like reading about, so probably that's my bad. I did end up giving it 2 stars, but not because it was bad, it's just because my enjoyment of it was, well, pretty much 0. There was an interesting story at the end because I think it was from a perspective of a character from the first story. So it all came full circle. So I like that. But overall, like also some of them were literally like 1 minute long. It's like, what really can you say? I mean, maybe you said a lot. I just didn't get it. But yeah, it was okay. I was really like, should I DNF to honor Emma? But then I didn't. And I don't really regret not DNFing it. Like, it was interesting. Some of them were more interesting than the others. The author has this very visceral style of writing when it comes to like body stuff. So like describe really gross things, like sweat, full diaper, really explicitly. And I was like, I'm not into that. So overall, I gave it, like I said, 2 stars. And I don't know, if you're into short stories, then maybe I check it out. Like, it's interesting, but I know I'm not that into short stories anyway, so probably reading this was not the greatest idea. But the cover just grabbed me. The cover kind of made me think it would be some camp, like supernatural funny stories. I don't know why, but that's kind of the vibe I got from the cover. I was kind of thinking like that Werewolf Man or whatever it's called, like werewolf where he plays basketball. That campy fun. And it was not really campy and it was not really fun. It was definitely weird. I feel like maybe Books and Lala would enjoy it. Like, that's the kind of vibe. She had awesome taste. She's just smarter than me, so she gets all these books that I don't get. But let's go to the last video, find out what's up. At least I finished it. I am a day late, but it's fine.
Hello everyone! Hey everyone!
Hey everyone!
Congratulations on completing the first ever weekend edition of the 1000 Doors Readathon. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend. Until next time, bye!
I did have loads of fun, especially day one, reading Punk 57. That was an experience and a half. I did maybe give great ratings to books in this video, but I really did have a great time with almost all of them except for Animal Wife, but that's on me really. Yeah, Punk 57 was so much fun. That whole day reading experience. I edited the video and I was laughing my ass off on me walking around and just like going through it. So that was really fun. Thank you so much for hosting, to Emma, Megan, and Tamsin. I had a great fun, just as I did in Long One. This was probably so much work. So kudos to you guys. If you, like anyone, participated, please let me know down below. What did you read? What door did you go through? What prompts did you have? And if you have any vlogs, link them down below. I'd love to watch them. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you had fun just like I did. It was a great weekend. Oh, I didn't tell you about my brother's party. It went awesomely. Like, we had so much fun, so that's really good. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd comment, like, subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Really helps me out. But that's it from me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!